So I need to change the title.
Oh geez, I do not want Mumble's like notification thing in the top right corner of my screen. How do I remove that?
What notification?
It's basically got a list of everyone in the room and like lights up the name when they talk.
Oh, I have no idea what that is. I've seen that before, but I don't know like how to set that.
Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of that.
I thought that was like an option you had to enable to have that.
Oh, here we go. Overlay. Disable overlay. Oh, it didn't get rid of it though. What the hell? Oh, I don't think I hit apply. Apply. No, it didn't get rid of it. What? Yeah, this is weird.
You're connected to VNC, right, Wonder J?
Yes, I am.
Okay, you see what I'm doing, basically?
Yeah, you're changing all the tiles. Match up. You should change the ETA, by the way.
Yeah.
The thing I need to see how to do is actually like get the game.
Oh wow, this is like really detailed. But I don't want it to be there. Why can't I just get rid of it?
Humble just really wants you to have it.
Ugh, so annoying. I don't think it'll show up on stream though. I think hopefully the game will still like, the game will still be the only thing showing when I stream it. But it's so annoying. It like takes up this huge block on the top right.
Okay, you can go ahead and start streaming if you want.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did the other guys finish already?
Yeah, they already finished.
Oh, okay.
We're done.
Alright, I'm gonna send Paraculus a message real quick first.
Okay.
Oh wait, but I already logged out. No, he'll just show up in here, I think. I actually logged out of everything else, so.
Okay. Let's see.
Alright, we can test sounds and stuff.
Domi, do I like pull up? Domi, like donation. Do I like pull up?
Open up
Like donation.
green tip alerter. Open up green tip alerter and then just put in the server information, which Domi put in the SRC chat a while back. Alerter and then just put in the server information, which Domi put
You
in
might
the
not have
SRC
been here
chat a
for
while
that.
back.
Can you
That
give
was
it
a
to
while
me forever?
back.
Can you give it to him forever? You might not have been here for that. Can you
That
Do
was
I
a
need
while
something?
back.
Can you give it to him forever? No,
This
that's
is
just
for
for
getting
donations.
donations.
Oh, do I need something?
No,
This
that's
is
just
for
for
getting
donations.
donations.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Well, let me
have
go
green tip
to-
alerter, Wonder J? Have the program to get the donation alerter, Wonder J?
I don't think I have the program.
No, I don't think he does.
Yeah, if you can link it.
I don't think I have the program.
No, I don't think he does.
I figured out what
Yeah,
to
if
do
you can
with
link
all the money I save recycling
Yeah.
over one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way, future
Alright.
generations.
IT access token.
Yeah, I should probably close
should be
like the
getting,
streams that I'm
rid of
watching.
the
Figured out
echo.
what to do with all the money
Yeah.
I save recycling over one room full of air.
Wait, Domi, I can't give him
When you
his
die,
the
I'm
access
going to
token
laminate
thing.
your skeleton
I can't
and pose
copy
you
it,
in the lobby.
because it's like a
That way,
password,
future
and
generations can learn from you
Uh,
how not to have
I'll
your
get
own
it to him.
yeah, so wherever you got that from.
How does it sound on the stream?
Good news. I
Just a second. It needs to load the audio.
Alright.
When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone structure. Perfect. The door's malfunctioning. I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too. No, don't get up. I'll be right.
Should I have the chat open? The stream chat?
You can if you want to. It's just a preference.
I figured out what to do with
Yeah, might as well, I guess.
So, what's the application called? Again?
I can wait a damn.
Please.
By the way, I don't think we're getting audio. I'm not sure.
You shouldn't be having any right now because my game isn't running. Like, it's paused right now, but let me do a test real quick.
And are you streaming mumble audio too?
Let me double check.
Okay.
Yes, it should be doing mumble audio and game audio. So
Okay.
I'll
all the money I save recycling your one room full of
Gladys is talking, so you should be able to hear her.
Because right now I can't hear anything. I don't know why.
That's weird. Let me full blast it, I guess. I'm gonna put it all the way up and restart the level again, I guess. Can you hear you guys, like the mumble sound?
Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I save recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you
Yeah.
how not to have your
Okay, I guess it was just my
unfortunate
Chrome tab
bone
actually, because now that I refreshed or went to a new tab, it's working.
And the balance is alright?
So it's working fine now. Is the audio balanced? People in the chat?
structure. The door's malfunctioning.
Let's see.
I guess somebody's going to have to repair that too.
Someone saying it's fine.
Don't get up.
What's the Nightbot command to set the game title?
Touch anything.
Oh, video quality needs work. I mean, that's limited to my internet, which is not usually that high, so I'm going to... Oh, it can be up more though. I'm gonna restart with a higher bitrate real quick.
Okay. Okay, no problem.
Sure.
I can usually not do more than 500 without it dropping
okay.
frames, so...
Um,
It was on 300 back then, so I can up it to 500, that should be okay.
I went and spoke with
Okay.
the doorman.
I know your
Let's
struggle.
just say he won't be, well, living anymore. Anyway, back to testing.
Yes. Right. Close.
By the way, while everyone's waiting in the chat for this run to get started, I just want to go over a couple things that we have.
Yeah. Is it alright
So,
if I take a quick bathroom break before I start?
Sure, sure.
All
you
right.
can go.
Alright. Yeah.
I just wanted to say for people that didn't know, SpeedRunsCentral is a 24-hour, 7-day long annual marathon, bringing runners of a wide variety of games and skill levels in order to raise money for Doctors Without Borders. Doctors Without Borders is a nonprofit charity organization. It is dedicated to raising money and providing medical care to third world countries that cannot adequately afford the care they need to live sustainable lives. Man, I'm bad. I'm messing up. Doctors Without Borders serves over 60 countries worldwide, so they're huge, and it's really cool organization. So, we can take donations via PayPal and credit card and debit card, and the links are down below, and also I will put them in the chat. 100% of the money goes to Doctors Without Borders, and either way, so.
Oh, should we show off the t-shirts?
Sure, sure, we can do that.
I literally just closed the NC guide.
Let me just show them off really quick. By the way, thank you guys so much for viewing. We're at 932 viewers right now. Let's bump that up to
nice.
1,000 again, if we can.
I want to figure out where Paraculus is, if he's still doing commentary.
Okay. Also, Redbubble just went down, so shoutouts to them. We cannot show you the t-shirts.
Yay!
Great timing. So, if you want to see the t-shirts, you're going to have to wait till the end of the run, maybe while Znernicus is singing. And maybe that'll get Redbubble working again.
His beautiful voice will bring it back.
So that was
Sounds
met, I
like
guess.
maintenance, or is it just down? Because I remember he mentioned something like that yesterday.
It's completely down. It's weird.
Isn't there something you said that was going down on like the 11th?
Oh, that's something else. That's the PayPal donations, but I fixed it so they won't go down.
Okay, good.
Alright, I just sent Paraculus a message, so hopefully he joins
cool.
in. But I don't know. I think he just wasn't expecting us to be like early on the schedule.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Although I guess I can start without him if you want to do that, and he can just jump in partway through the run. Would you guys prefer me to
might
start
do
right
that.
away?
How long will he be?
I have no idea because he didn't respond. I just sent him a message saying that we're starting.
Oculus connect.
Okay, I'm just... Let's see. By the way, the donation incentive... I'm just going to read off a couple things that we got while we're waiting for him, though.
Alright.
This donation incentive for Znernicus to sing the credits was met, but the next run, which is Pie Pusher's Pikmin run, has a $50 donation incentive to run challenge mode, and that has not been met yet. It's $50 for Pikmin. And then for Crash Bandicoot, I believe we have $50 raised out of 100 for beta ROM content for Crash Bandicoot, 100%. He will be showing that off after his run of Crash. And then also, don't forget, we do have a Twitter for SRC as well as an official hashtag. So you want to be sure to tweet out hashtag SRC 2014. Along with following our Twitter account.
Also, you can
Alright.
follow the YouTube, which is SpeedRunsCentral SRC. We'll be uploading every run that happens during this entire marathon over the course of the next couple months. So if you miss one of your favorite runs, you can watch it there.
What up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Glad you're here.
Yeah. This is the first time I've like used Mumble, so I'm just kind of traversing this stuff.
That's
It's
okay.
fine.
Oh, that's cool. Okay,
Alright.
you want to start now?
Sure, I'll get it ready.
Okay, just give me a countdown and I'll start the timer.
Okay. I'm gonna be recording demos so I can get the in-game time.
Oh yeah.
I guess in this case I'll give you a countdown until the crosshair appears, since that's technically when game time starts. So
Sure.
I'll have to sort of guess.
Okay, sure. Also, pure Oculus. We're getting a little bit of echo on
3,
you, by the way.
2,
Oh,
1, go.
I'm sorry, but is there any way that I can what am I thinking?
Push to
Go
talk.
to configure
Yes.
and then settings. You can modify the noise gate. Probably help.
Yeah, or you can just use push to talk, and then
Oh.
in shortcuts you can use the shortcut you want.
Where can I set the push talk button?
Go to settings and then shortcuts. And
Oh, there
then,
it is.
yeah.
I'm so glad we have a cutscene so that we can work all this out and we're not missing anything important.
Thank you,
Alright.
cutscene.
Shoutouts to the cutscene.
Okay, that should work.
Mentally reinvigorated. If you suspect staring at art has not provided the
Good luck and have fun, Zner.
sustenance.
Also, Jonesy said that he and Kluger were going to be doing Course 6 co-op with
Now,
I guess that was a donation incentive, so shoutouts to that.
That's cool. So I guess we can start like explaining the run a little bit.
you have been in suspension for
Basically, this is Portal 2. It's a puzzle game you use portals and solve the chambers. We have a lot of skips in this run, and people have been finding new strats long after like we thought that a chamber might be maxed. There's been a lot of clever route finding in this game, which is part of why it's so cool to run. The other main part of why it's so cool to run is the movement. This game has something called bunny hopping, and you may have seen it in a few other games as well. Basically, by straight jumping everywhere and sort of moving your view back and forth and strafing left and right, you get a lot more speed than you would ever get just walking around.
Yeah. Also, like, it kind of feels like a modern version of like old bunny hopping game stuff, except there are some like differences with like loss of control when you go too fast, or I guess maybe when you accelerate too fast. It's up for debate and stuff, but like it's just a modern game with old type of mechanics stuff. It's really cool though.
Yeah, bunny hopping is probably like the highest skill cap part of the game, and it's something that you can take months to learn how to do properly, or like maybe even more than a year. I don't know. It's that kind of thing where you just get slowly better at the movement over time. I wasn't paying attention. I just forgot to jump for Wheatley as quickly as I could. But
people have there's a consensus that at 1,000 hours you just get this huge, crazy amount of skill.
Yeah, I'm at like 2,000 hours for this game now.
Jesus also thinks that it doesn't really matter if you stand under the thing to make your hops shorter.
Oh yeah, it was found that it doesn't matter as long as you're doing a jump input as soon as possible. You don't actually have to be jumping.
Yeah. Although I did a run and I did just try to spam it like as quickly as you can, and I think it has something to do with maybe a little bit of how you hop, but that might have just been like my spamming being bad.
Metal Gear Breakfast. The overall route hasn't really changed because this is a linear game, but a lot of individual chambers I've either improved the strategies because there were new little time savers that were found, or I started incorporating some faster methods that are used in the individual level runs. This game has very, very competitive individual level runs.
Well, I mean, I think there's only like 7 or so people that actually hold records for single player, but it's like...
It's more than that, but...
There's like 2 amazing people. Shoutouts to Wash and Zype.
Yeah, shoutouts to them, really. They're like the top tier individual level runners of this game, at least for single player, and it's just amazing to watch their runs. I do a little bit of that myself, but I prefer the full game runs.
It's also kind of nice that it seems like maybe it's because I'm still naive to challenge mode. Not really sure about that, but it seems like they still have a different style. Like each of them mastered the game in their own way, or at least challenge mode.
Alright, the cutscene's finally coming to a close, so we get to start going fast.
Oh yeah.
In a little bit.
I guess you're like getting into the glass room.
Yeah, I just jumped in.
That is where the most important trick happens, toilet dunk.
Oh, I just put it in. I'll go for it, I guess. I got the radio clip.
Oh yeah, I just throw it over now because it takes away from the time that I can do toilet dunk.
So that science can still be done, even in the event of environmental, social, economic, or structural collapse.
Oh, you crouch when you do that.
Oh, did I get it? Nice!
Wow,
Alright, so I'm gonna begin bunny hopping here. These turning jumps, this is like a lot faster than you'd be able to go otherwise.
Oh my god, nice.
So I made sure to wait in front of that door until Wheatley finished a certain quote, because I actually wanted to interrupt his first quote at a specific time that skips one of his lines. It saves about like 6 or 7 seconds, I think. There's quite a bit of quote manipulation in this run.
I saw from ISO that if you don't get that, you can still save about a second or 2 if you enter the elevator right after he's done talking.
Oh my god, my hops.
Oh, portal carousels. It's just the best feeling in the world when you like miss one of those buttons.
Not at all.
Your test environment is
So here's the first instance of waiting at an elevator.
involved at the conclusion of testing. Please take a
I'm
moment
waiting
to
for a certain
verify
line in the
results of your
quote.
test. An Aperture Science reintegration associate will revive you for
It's nice with that elevator because like it's a really wide gap of time that you can enter the elevator and get a good fade.
Yeah, the whole thing about elevator entrances is that some people ask, like, oh, why aren't you entering right away? Well, the time that you spend in the elevator shaft is just as important as the time you spend outside of it. So we optimize the entrances to basically get the map to fade out as fast as it possibly can, and that is mainly based on the speech trigger that the last speech that's being said in the chamber.
There are some where the dialogue doesn't matter, but that's like very.
It's very rare for dialogue to not influence the fading point. I also waited in this chamber for a few seconds to get another dialogue skip.
I think that'll be pretty amazing to be like the first person to get that one segmented run strat where you cut off the dialogue like a ton of seconds earlier.
Yeah, I think Zypa could do it.
Oh yeah. He said he's been close, like when he was doing races and stuff, but he should not go for that and run.
Alright.
The exit door is now
Para, you want to explain that one?
Oh, what one?
The cube through the wall thing? Cube through the door?
Oh, I guess like, when you place a portal near a door, I guess just, it just becomes not solid around the door somehow. I think it has something to do with just wanting the cube to interact with the portal, but
Yeah, that sounds
it's really
right.
great.
If the enrichment center is currently being
It's a really nice skip. And of course, save glitch is out of bounds. We do not do that.
That's not even in this game.
I know, but I was thinking about just like the smooth jazz chamber as a whole. It's like 1, 2, and 3, or I don't know. Oh wait,
Oh
no,
yeah,
4 and 5.
It is like similar to 4 and 5 from Portal 1. That's true. But the tricks in Portal 1 and Portal 2 are actually not generally the same. There's a lot of things that don't overlap. There's a few glitches that do overlap, that do exist in both games, and that is portal bumping, and what else is there? Is there even
Portal
anything?
standing.
That's not even a glitch.
It's like, and it doesn't even like it's not the same way because the portal isn't delayed in Portal 2.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
There's
actually
like
quite
actually a
different
speed for your
games.
portal shots. Yeah, like the movement in Portal is really choppy, and then like this, like in Portal 2, it's so much smoother, which makes it a lot more fun to me. But it's personal.
Yeah.
By the way, just let me know when is a good time to read donations or whatever.
There's cutscenes coming up soon.
Oh yeah, there's
Like in about, I guess, like after the next chamber is like a
there
long
is
cutscene
Wheatley
area.
skip, but
Yeah, I'll
I
talk
guess-
about. We should talk about Wheatley skip, but then right after that is pretty much a long time of cutscene.
I guess could I talk about Wheatley skip now?
Yes, I'm about to do it.
Yeah, there's a couple of ways to do Wheatley skip. There's like, you can do a wall strafe on the wall where there's a certain bar protruding from the ceiling. Wall strafing is just you look at a certain angle on the wall and hold a strafe key and forward to get some
Oh
speed. And
no, dude! Oh my god,
what happened?
I fell in the at the end of it. I'm not soft locked, but oh my god, I am just choking away lots of time.
Oh man.
Oh man, I should have practiced this trick.
Oh no, you. Oh, you went from.
I fell in so many weird places, dude. But anyways, the point of that was to keep this portal open. Normally the orange portal closes up on the other side, but if you go over the ceiling, then it doesn't. And because of that, we can get Wheatley past the wall that you're supposed to plug it into.
Oh my god. I feel like the reason that you messed up that first one where you fell through the ceiling was because you went for the little hop optimization
Exactly. I was going for a slightly faster strat, and I did not get it, and it just made me fall right down.
Oh, actually, if you fall through there, there's actually a little lip on the wall that you can catch yourself on and hop up to the other part of the ceiling. That's another route for Wheatley skip, like that little part of the ceiling. You just fling up there from the nice succession of portals.
Keep moving.
Alright, now's a good time for donations.
Okay, we have $50 from Parkinson. It says, for the Gunner Maniac 3 Pokemon Yellow Run, could the file name be Parkinson, the rifle name OU7C4ST, and the Pokemon name be B.
Don't go in there. She's off. Don't panic over it. She's off.
And then we also have a $5 donation from Live and Slam. He says, just a second, let me get that for you.
That's a great job. I just looked down. I do not recommend it. I've just done it again.
He says, I want to hear Slam Jam.
Look for a switch that says escape pod. Alright, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything else. Just, well, obviously you've got to look at everything else to find the escape pod. But as soon as you look for something that doesn't say escape pod, look at something.
We would also like to remind you that SpeedRunsCentral is a 24-hour, week-long marathon, bringing in runners of a wide variety of games and skill levels in order to raise money for Doctors Without Borders, a non-profit organization dedicated to providing medical care to third world countries that cannot adequately afford the care they need to live sustainable lives. Doctors Without Borders serves over 60 countries across the world already, namely in Latin America, Africa, and Asia.
Don't worry, I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Power up initiated.
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this.
So you can pick up this hoop.
It's fine. I'll just not a problem.
It's kind of interesting.
Wait, did I do beat the jar 10? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
Okay, listen. Alright, new plan. Act natural. Done nothing. Hello!
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Oh no! No!
Yeah. So Hoopy is the maker and breaker of runs.
We both said a lot of things that we're going to regret.
Also,
But I think we can
there's this weird thing that I do with Hoopy where if you drop him on... yeah, Hoopy has a gender. But if you drop Hoopy on Wheatley and then it like lands a certain way, you can get Hoopy to go through, or Wheatley to go through Hoopy twice. You gotta grab him after a certain amount of time.
There's just one
It's nice
small
looking.
thing we need to take
That's
care
right.
of first.
Alright, from here on it's sort of like non-stop action. That's like the majority of cutscenes for early game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the next one of it would be like Long Elevator.
I guess. It's not even that long. But like pretty much until half an hour in, we don't have much, which is nice.
Yeah.
So let me think. I'm trying to think of upcoming tricks. There's not really any big ones right away.
There's a little bit of like intended route skip things. Like there is the dialogue skips in Incinerator where you just like it depends on where you hit triggers, and triggers that you don't hit, it like depends on the speed, but basically it's really hard to explain when it comes to location because there's just so much rubble and everything.
Basically, I mean, it's not really the locations that are important, I guess, to explain, but it's the fact that there's a very long dialogue that GLaDOS can say in this chamber, but if you complete it quickly enough and like with a certain route, then she won't say it, and it's about, I guess, 30 seconds at least of talking.
Oh, it's definitely a long elevator.
Yeah.
After that,
there's a certain couple of panels that you look at to trigger that quote. I think you might have looked at them, but you were fast enough to still get the good dialogue.
The good dialogue, yeah. If you get the bad dialogue, it wastes like 30 to 40 seconds, I think.
I've seen in a run with tapping that apparently like he was doing his own little route thing where he went through and he got the right skips and everything. But at the end, when it was fading, it just randomly like started the bad dialogue.
I could have completed this in one jump, but I have to do a backup strat because I didn't make it in time. And unfortunately, the wall on the left is actually, you can't shoot a portal on it after, like, when you enter the room, there's a delay, and the wall has to, like, shift before it'll accept a portal. The trick was to get the fling quick enough before the portal goes away when you enter the room, but I flung too low, so I didn't make it to the exit, unfortunately.
Yeah, I guess that just like that's because you hit yourself on the top of the or on the front of the portal that you placed on the ground, so it just projectiles you down. And plus, it doesn't help that that wall that you're fleeing from is angled down.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
everything's all slanted up, and it's just so much fun. Yeah, I gotta learn to zoom in for that shot that you did to get the laser cube. That's really nice.
Yeah, it makes it a little simpler. This level has a really minor time save with dialogues. It also is the first use of the laser switch glitch.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm doing here is
to demonstrate, I think.
Is he the one who found it? I don't even remember.
He said in my chat once that he was the one that found that.
I wouldn't be surprised. He was one of the first people to find routes in this game. But it basically, laser switch glitch means that you can activate one laser receptacle and then quickly switch it to the other one, and the game will think that both are active for a split second, and you can use that to get through the exit and also activate like the exit dialogue for the chamber.
Yeah, so you do that twice, one for the dialogue, then one for the door. It's a nice simple chamber. Well, if you know all the glitches.
I'm gonna attempt to save a bit of travel time with this moving panel by hopping over it.
I'll give you credit.
Alright.
Oh yeah. Well, while it's still, right?
Well, I stop it, but like, otherwise I'd have to wait for it to come all the way to the cube side and then turn around slowly and go back to the other side.
Could you imagine doing those hops while the panel's still moving, like not even stopping it?
Oh man, I don't even know if it would be possible because it's moving against you.
Oh, you'd have to probably do like a cube hop somewhere. But yeah, that'll be intense. And it wouldn't save time, so...
Yeah, it's not something you want to do. There's another dialogue trick here with the camera. So if you listen carefully there, the camera actually made GLaDOS start talking in a different quote. It's the quote that she normally says when you finish the chamber. So we sort of trick her into thinking we finished earlier than we actually did. And so she's going to be done talking sooner, which means the level will fade out sooner.
Yep. There's also a faster way to do that, I guess, where you can get the camera on the other side of the chamber and do like challenge mode strats where you got to do a cube hop and
yeah, there are so many crazy strategies that are really just too difficult to be used in a full run like this, and but people use them in individual level runs. They're pretty amazing.
By myself. Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers. So
I'm gonna use I guess a sort of semi-intended method of solving this chamber. Maybe some of you have found it in casual playthroughs. You can use the garbage to open the door here instead of waiting for the cube. GLaDOS tells you not to test with the garbage, but it's faster.
That was a metaphor. I was actually talking about you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head.
So, reportals are coming up soon.
Oh yeah. Fun chamber. I mean, it's just one of those chambers that you can practice a lot, but you just can't really get consistent or good at it.
I mean, the thing is, it's very tight timing to hit a reportal, and basically what a reportal is going to do is give me extra height or extra speed coming out of each portal. So I'm going to try to do 3 in a row. I'm kind of messing up the first one, but oh man, I need to focus here. I got 2, and that was able to give me access to the top level, and then I just did a backup reportal to finish the chamber. But you can do that in 3 straight reportals and get straight to the exit.
This one is broken.
But yeah, like Paraculus was saying, it's hard to get consistent at it because it's a very tight window of timing.
I feel like it's almost pseudo-random with the actual triple reportal, like whether you get the speed to go like just the right height to get into the spot with the exit door, or whether you hit your head on, or I mean just hit the top wall where you can't
This next test involves emancipation
complete the chain.
drills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area.
It's a good bit of make or break.
Yeah, so we completely ignored the intended solution on that chamber, just put a couple portals through the hole. And that was just sort of a design oversight, I think, on Valve's part.
Shoutouts to Valve.
It's actually kind of weird, like, in the developer commentary, they just go into all this detail about how people never understood, like, Fizzlers exactly, and they just use that chamber to explain it to them, even though they've gone through, like, a good portion of the game, like, with them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get the full version of this skip. There's a dialogue skip. It's actually a double dialogue skip with this faceplate. The game normally expects you to go up and down like 3 times. Each time GLaDOS has a different quote for you. But if you do a series of like crouching and uncrouching in midair, you basically hit the trigger multiple times in one pass. And so it advances up to 2 dialogues, which basically skips like 30 seconds of waiting time. I hit 1 of the 2, so I didn't have it as slow as you would normally have it, but I didn't save as much time as I could have.
There was another thing at the beginning where like when you mess up that dialogue skip, it loses about 15 seconds for the first one, 10 seconds for the second one. And I remember in a stream that Isolytic was doing, I guess shoutouts, but he was going for this shot that you only do in least portals, where you shoot one on the ground way far away from the catapult, like as those dialogues are still going. I'm working on a setup so that you can shoot that pretty consistently, and if you miss the dialogue skips, it'll still save a second on just the rest of the chamber.
Oh no. I got hit by the panel a little bit too late. Maybe you can explain what I was trying to do there.
Oh yeah. When you do this series of flings through portals, well I guess 1 for you, 2 for the cube, you want the laser to hit the cube. Oh yeah, that was a little bit... Well, when the laser hits the cube, it'll go up and it'll go down then up for a certain amount of time depending on the speed. He drops it immediately above him, or perfectly above him, so that it can be consistent. And you time your trek to the catapult so that you get it on there at the perfect time for it to fling you just to the exit. If you go a little bit late, you'll see what he did was it just pushed him up too much, made him lose too much speed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then the backup strategy was I actually missed the panel entirely, and then I used the cube to like knock myself up to the edge or the exit.
So when that's the worst case scenario with that panel fling thing, is just going too late. Early is okay if you can save it, and
it's actually possible to save late ones if you do a cube jump at the end.
Oh yeah.
But it's very difficult. Meaning you jump off of a cube in midair, which you can't be holding on to the cube for that to work, and then you have to re-grab it before it falls down too far.
I think I did that like once in a race with Jesus. It was so good.
Alright, there's a bunny hopping door skip coming up here. Hopefully I can get it.
Hype.
That way future generations can learn from you how not to have
And hold on.
unfortunate bone structure.
Chamber's not over. This is kind of a hard chamber.
The door's malfunctioning.
Alright.
Well done.
That was good.
In fact, you did so well. I'm going to note this on your file in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here.
Yeah, so that door, if you do not hop very quickly, and get through it, it will close and stay closed for about 40 seconds, I think.
Wow, nice.
This next test involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds.
I've been trying to incorporate the reportal strat in that chamber. It's, ugh.
It's just too risky for me to do in a marathon run. Because
yeah,
if you fail it, you can get stuck in a infinite loop of dying because the autosave appears in a really bad spot. So
I think
won't
it
be going
appears
for it
like
here. Yeah.
I think there's two. Like there's one when you grab the cube, and then there's one. It's.
I
Like
think it's
somewhere
just when
along
you
the
grab
way.
the cube and general. And
Yeah.
if it's like whether or not you are missing it too high or too low, that's gonna still create a situation where you're auto-saved flying into the goo over and over.
Yeah.
The point is,
There was one time Jetwatch was doing a run, and he actually saved himself with that. You just gotta let go of the cube and place these crazy fast portals.
Oh, to save yourself with the bridge?
Yeah.
That's insane, wow.
Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday.
I guess donations, if you're waiting on them, you can do that.
Technically,
We don't have any donations at the moment, but we would like to remind everyone to share this stream with your friends using the hashtag SRC2014 on Twitter, or mention it on any other social networks like Facebook.
It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine, but right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well,
So I don't know if that was obvious what I did there, but the turret bullets can give you a lot of speed sometimes if you're in midair. If you jump and they shoot you, and they can give you a lot of speed forward, so I used that to get through the cube very quickly. Hopefully that was a good explanation. I don't know if you could tell, but at the beginning of the last one, the turret shot me in the back, basically.
Yeah, that's just a good old turret boost. I think it works the best if you have just no momentum whatsoever and you just jump up and down.
So I'll just give you a hint.
The problem is sometimes it'll catch you at a bad spot, and if...
I almost jumped forward without killing the turret. He would have killed me, probably.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes he can go into sleep mode, but that's like turret RNG. It's like the only RNG in the game is everything to do with turrets.
Yeah.
Which is, I'd say it's pretty nice. I mean, turrets are obviously bad, but it's a very small amount of RNG to deal with.
Yeah, this game is pretty good when it comes to consistency and not too many random things that can screw you over.
Yeah. Of course there's rubble, but that's just like...
No, that's
practice.
Controllable if you can
Yeah.
hop well around it.
That's all practice.
It was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin.
Alright.
I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't.
There's some subtle time savers in that chamber, like grabbing the cube from the floor without jumping. When you place the cube on the other bridge, it can actually like auto let go. And then at the end, I actually jump up as I'm riding the lift to hit the elevator, or hit the speech trigger just a tad earlier than I normally would.
Normally with the shot where you take away where you pull the rug, basically, I like to portal bump the one portal giving the, I guess, not receiving the bridge. It's just a little bit easier. Or
Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth.
There's a skip here where you grab these cubes out of the air instead of having them hit the bridge. I'm gonna go for another skip here, which is another reportal. So it gave me that big burst of speed, and I got over the gap.
The MG2, the reason that Portal 2 doesn't have aviation is because, unlike Portal, you can't jump in a crouch. Like,
That's not really the reason. I mean, they fixed it regardless of whether you could jump and crouch. But it is true that the crouch mechanics work differently in this game.
yeah.
You can't jump when you're fully crouched. So yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
And you also can't crouch mid-jump. So yeah, like crouch jumps don't exist in this game.
Well, you can crouch mid jump if it's off of. Well, it's
No,
just like
it's
gel.
but like what I mean is in Portal 1, for example, if you like jump and then crouch in midair, you can sort of get on top of a higher ledge than you could without it. That doesn't work.
Oh yeah, duh.
And also, it comes into play when you're using the crouch funnel flying glitch. So
Yeah,
if you jump out of that, then you can't crouch.
that's gonna be fun. Chapter 8.
You know the old
Yeah.
formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while. So
Oh,
I
nice,
guess
I got
it's
the,
actually
shot
pretty funny when
down.
you do the math.
Did I get the laser?
May I-
Good. Yeah, you can go ahead.
We have a $5 donation from Mike's27 saying, "Keep up the good work." Thank you, Mike's.
Oh wow.
I thought about our
That's
dilemma,
a really
and
nice-
I came up with a solution that I
That was
offer
laser
you.
chaining
Yeah, pretty good laser
optimization.
Both of us.
You may have noticed that last section, I just sort of air strafed all the way to the exit door. The game does not expect you to be able to move that far in the air. That's sort of a benefit you get from bunny hopping and air strafing in general, is you get a lot of horizontal speed.
Yeah. You're supposed to like make an entire. You're supposed to get a new cube and like.
The facility is completely
It's fun.
operational. I think these test chambers look even
So I was sort of
better
shaking the
than
cube back and forth there. That was another laser switch
You
glitch.
just have to look at things
Yeah.
objectively.
There's like a
See
certain
what
rhythm
you
to
don't
it. Like you
need
can't just
and trim out the fat.
like flick it as fast as you can. There's like, yeah.
Yeah, you want to try to find the right rhythm, and it's kind of tricky because there's 3 there instead of 2. So you can't just like switch from one to the other and have it instantly work. You have to sort of like shimmy it back and forth across all 3.
Real surprise with tragic consequences.
I'm gonna go. Oh, never mind.
Who turned off the lights?
There's a little trick here. You can get this bridge to appear earlier than normal
Look, metal ball.
by sticking in the wall like that. And I'm stuck under it, so I didn't even save any time.
Oh wow. I would have not gone for that. That was.
Let's see if I can get the other hopping trick in this chamber. There's a staircase you can jump over the railing right here. Oh jeez. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Oh no, I got it. I had to like stop and back myself up though to do it. It was kind of awkward.
Cool Kid had a video for that railing skip thing. I think he might have been the one to come up with it, but it was all like, it wasn't like it is now, I guess. But same certain thing, just not the same setup or anything. Also, he was working on strats to take the cube with you after you leave Jailbreak, just to hop on it to get on a railing and basically do least portals route stuff to just bypass like this entire beginning turret thing where she drops turrets.
Is that actually used in the Least Portals route? Because I've never seen Least Portals route.
Oh no, it's like actually that might be a good idea for the segmented. Then again, like, I mean, I don't think it really saves time because it takes a while to actually get the cube and have it, like...
Well, in Least Portals it doesn't really matter if you're saving time as long as you're saving portals.
Oh, no, it doesn't save portals. It was,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
Because you can just, like, hop on the railing from a certain spot that they didn't fit.
Okay. So, normally Wheatley has a cutscene here where he takes out his flashlight and lights the way, but I'm gonna go on top of this rail and skip that, which means I have to be able to see in the dark, which thankfully I don't know if it's maybe a combination of my monitor being pretty good on the brightness and me having decent eyesight, but I can sort of see where I'm going here.
Yeah, I think that varies. But
I know there are some runners that have complained to me about like, oh, I died, dude. I went for the early panel cycle and I was just barely too late to get it. I shouldn't have gone for that. But yeah, there are runners who complain about like they can't see a thing and it's hard to run this chamber.
shoutouts to me.
I was thinking of Zypa as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Zypa says he has a lot of trouble with the darkness in here.
I mean, he got the segment for...
Dude, no! What the hell is happening? sorry. Let me
It's
just
fine.
get through here without dying.
Oh.
Oh god.
They say at night you can still
This is not normal.
because all of them
Oh my god. The laser thing was just like, nope.
Yeah, that laser arm, the robot arm or whatever, knocked me off the edge. That's so dumb. Alright, we're past that. I'm not... hopefully not dying anymore. In case it wasn't obvious, dying in this game always loses you time. There's no sort of like death warps that are useful. They just set you back to the last autosave point. So you're always losing progress if you die.
Of course, well, there is the one thing in, if you die at the end of, Turret Factory, like, where you try to hop over the railings in challenge mode, that'll auto-save you a death. It's pretty dumb. But, that was kind of interesting that you, like, actually just went over the, you were on the rail, I guess you'd call it?
Yeah, I jumped up on the rail so I didn't have to worry about the panels anymore. Should've just done that the first time. It's another use of a reportal to, get some speed on that first conveyor belt. Oh, I'm missing my shot, which means I'm probably going to be a turret cycle late here. Of course, I missed a good one. Alright. So this is the other bit of RNG in the game. These turrets can be either defective or not defective, and you want it to be a defective one, and it's just sort of like 50-50 for each one that comes by. So I missed the first cycle, but thankfully I didn't get bad luck with the turrets.
Oh, brilliant! That's brilliant.
New template accepted.
If we're lucky, she won't find out all her turrets are crap until it's too late. Classic. Hey, keep your eye on the turret line.
It's also weird that the quotes are, like, RNG too, so if he got, like, a longer quote, or I'm not actually sure what quote he got, but
Yeah,
if he got, like, the longer quote, maybe he could have saved it.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, the quote length does vary a little bit.
I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm?
So I don't know if we really talked about this in terms of like different bunny hopping methods. I mean, we just sort of said, yeah, you can bunny hop and strafe jump to go faster, but there's actually like a few different things. There's wall strafing as well, and like speed wall strafing where you jump against a wall to gain speed.
Yeah. It's basically the same angle. If you see, like, you kind of want a smaller angle for speed wall strafing away from the wall than you do for a wall strafe looking towards the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to be using a lot of speed wall strafing in this next chamber. It's sort of like when I'm holding against a wall and jumping, looking slightly away from it. It's interesting. It's like a little different of a mechanic than just regular bunny hopping, but it's, you know, is another way to increase your movement speed like that.
Also, for the wall strafe, you want to hold forward, and you definitely do not want to do that when you do the speed wall strafe.
Yeah, it's kind of like something you have to learn and get used to, which inputs you need for each method, because they're not the same. So I'm gonna try to get an early cycle here with these neurotoxin tubes by actually shooting through this door that isn't actually solid for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I got the second fastest cycle that you can possibly get. The fastest one is pretty tough to hit. You have to have like perfect pops all the way up here.
Oh, you got the 102?
Yeah.
Nice. It was actually kind of weird, like, I heard that the neurotoxin, like, the record wasn't, like it was solidly 105 for a good, year or more or something.
Yeah, and then when they found you could shoot through the door, that was the next break.
Shoutouts to me. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Zybe said that after that was found, he just, like, SI just immediately found it afterward.
Oh wow.
Which I still don't get. Yeah, because that was
So
a
multiple
while
people
ago, just,
finding
like,
the same new trick at the same time.
I mean, I guess he just had to look for it, really.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cutscenes here in case you wanted to read marathon stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, well, just a reminder that our current runner is Znernicus playing Portal 2, and our next runner will be Pie Pusher 11 playing Pikmin with the donation incentive of him running challenge mode in the bonus stream, which is $50.
Also, at the end of Tube Ride, if you crouch, it like saves a fraction of a
Oh, I always
like
forget
a
about
tenth
that.
or something.
I forgot to do that.
It's still annoying to like have to adjust everything once you fall because it's a shorter fall from the tube that you.
Yeah, it's something I should work on though. I always forget that that's a thing because that was sort of recently found.
It was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become...
Unfortunately, we haven't found any ways to skip this cutscene, but we're kind of trapped in a box. We don't really have any good ideas. You can't use portals to get out or anything.
Yeah.
However, we did find a way to skip the cutscene coming up in a few minutes, which is when you plug Wheatley into the mainframe, and you'll see that. I shouldn't miss it because if I do, I'll lose 2 minutes, so I better hit the trick.
But I have a better idea. It's your old friend.
It's
Are you
not-
gonna keep
it's
it
not
single
hidden.
segment if you do?
If I were you,
Huh?
I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
I guess so. It's not a hard trick. I shouldn't fail it.
Oh yeah. It was a lot harder for me when I was like strafing and arcing around to get to the back of the elevator. If you just use forward and backward, it's a really easy trick.
Yeah,
With
I have
the
a
right
good
timing.
setup.
Alternate core
Put Wheatley's in charge of the facility.
To initiate a core transfer, please deposit substitute core in receptacle.
Floor tra-
Substitute core accepted. Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure? Yes. Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
Nice Wheatley catch.
No.
Yeah, got him balanced on my head for a bit.
Stalemate.
Is the stream really that far behind, by the way?
Cannot continue.
It might just be for me.
I'm looking at the stream right now, and Wheatley's now coming out of the tube.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh no,
That's pretty far behind.
I just had it so that you just plug Wheatley in. But then again, I refreshed a little bit ago.
And
I'm also like looking at on low quality.
Twitch needs engineers.
You're just saying that, aren't you? No, you're not. It is going to hurt, isn't it? Exactly how painful are we talking?
Wow, that was a pretty fast button thing. Although the panels.
yeah,
were
the
in
panels
your
were my way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Didn't really waste that much time though.
Oh no, yeah.
Alright, the skip is coming up here. I'm gonna line myself up and go at the right time. And I'm gonna get on top of the elevator and hit the trigger from above so the game thinks I'm inside it already.
It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it now. There we go. Lift cool. Look how space day. I knew it was going to be cool.
Had sort of an early jump on it, but still good.
Wow, this is cool. And check this out.
Yeah, so the game thinks I'm inside the elevator right now. Unfortunately, you can't get off right away. There's invisible walls that extend a little bit up, but I will be able to skip the cutscene that normally happens here,
Amazing, seriously.
or at least a majority of it.
How small you are. But I'm huge.
I think it's like 2.5 minutes that it saves.
Yeah, I think it's closer to 2. It's between 2.5 and 2 minutes
Ooh.
or something like that.
Did you crouch at the end of the fall?
The end of the fall? No, I didn't.
Oh.
Is that really a thing as well?
No, well, if you crouch at the end of the fall, then you have potatoes on your head.
Oh, did not know about that.
It's pretty great. I think the timer's been paused on this.
Oh, it's been paused? Okay, that's
Yeah, it's
fine,
been
I
paused.
guess.
We paused
Let
it.
me make sure that this is actually the right stream key, because it may have reset back to the previous one.
Oh,
Sorry,
start
everybody
again?
watching the stream. We are having a bit of a technical difficulty
Sounds
right now.
Okay.
Hang
Yeah.
in there, and we will be back as soon as possible.
I don't even know what happened, because it didn't even talk.
Unmuted and unmuted.
I just restarted it. So, does it work, or what?
Let's check.
It says 0 drop
Check.
frames. says 0 drop frames. I can redo my settings.
There, it's working.
It's working.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, we're back.
Okay. Ready to unpause in 3, 2, 1. Unpause. All right. That's really bizarre. I have no clue what caused that.
Alright. Let's go.
Oh my god, you gotta go for the reportal.
I've never practiced the reportal.
Oh. It'll be so hype.
I literally just have never practiced it. I haven't even practiced the end of it, so I'd probably die because I don't know how to jump off the pipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll get to it later, I guess.
I can show you sometime. It's nice.
Oh, by the way, shooting under this elevator was a skip.
Oh yeah, you skip a ton of story. It's just basically like you skip the introduction to Cave Johnson, hence that's why it's called Cave Johnson.
They say great science is built on the shoulders.
Yeah, that's the first time Cave talks to us. No introduction.
Science from scratch. No handhold.
He just kind of exists now.
Yep. Alright, so we're getting into the gel courses, which have some fun tricks.
Alright, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint.
It's possible to get the door stuck open with that button. Okay. That's a weird mistake. That never happened. I just didn't... The cube was too far away for me to grab it or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you gotta time that. Or like when it's falling and...
Alright. You can shoot over the top of that fizzler. Okay, I'm gonna go for another skip here. This one's kind of tough.
Oh, that's a great backup to just fizzle the cube and do your thing. Like, that's just a very nice backup.
No, dude! No! Oh my god. This is like the stupidest glitch that can happen in this chamber. And it happened.
Did you get the
like false button? It's like you place the cube on the button and the panel doesn't open anyway. It's really silly.
I'm starting to think that actually has something to do with
I'm sure it's like actually not random. I think it's based on how you place the cube, but I'm not sure what causes it exactly.
I think it's more something like when you step on the button and you also place the cube on the button. It's like, because it's like a really...
It is a weird thing.
Oh, you know what? No, because there was one... Yeah, it's... Just maybe like it triggers it twice really fast, and it's fun.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on with that, but... Oh well. Another kind of big skip here. This chamber has a lot more intermediate steps that it would normally expect you to do. It's not even much, like, I'm not even using a glitch to skip it, it's just smart routing.
Yeah. Makes it a lot easier that they took out, well, it makes the portal stand a lot easier that they took out, floor portals. Yeah.
The next chamber is called Crazy Box, and it does actually have some pretty crazy skips. I'm gonna be shooting a surface that you can barely see in the first room while standing on top of a speaker.
Now, if you're part of control group Kepler,
the challenge mode stuff to it is really crazy too.
Oh, I'm gonna go for this like fling strat. That's kind of tricky. Oh jeez, I'll just go do the normal strat, easy mode strat, because apparently I can't do that right now. You can fling up here without gel. Alright, so there's
Oh,
the
yeah.
like, small shot. Around the corner to skip up here with that gel. And then to top it all off, remember this box, how annoying it was to catch the bouncing cube? Well, you can just do that. And top it off if I place my portals correctly.
What it used to be, I think, for that, for breaking the glass was people would, you would launch yourself under the box like you normally do, but you would save and, I mean not save, you would, pause and then unpause, and somehow you would be inside the box.
Yeah, there was like a pause trick before, but then we figured out you can just do it with crouching instead, which is a lot easier, and a little bit faster too.
Yeah, definitely.
I have an in-game timer going, guys, so even if the real timer is not accurate, it never really was anyway, since loading screens in this game are not consistent. But I can get the game time for you at the end.
Single segment hype.
Well, actually, no, because I had to close it in the middle of Underground, and I had to redo that chamber, but it's alright.
Yeah.
Always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn. Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science.
That's a fun fling.
You might know us as a vital participant in the
That's not intended, by the way.
Senate hearings on missing
And you'll see why, because look at my portal gun right now, and notice the lack of a potato.
Potatoless, really.
Yeah, I don't know why I even brought that up. Who would put a potato on a portal gun? Oh, okay. Okay then. So shoutouts to Zimbabwe for finding that 1 pixel wide shot to skip the entire map.
Wow. Yeah, definitely.
Great job, astronaut, war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
What the hell? Sorry, there's like banging on the floor above me in my dorm, and I have no idea what's going on.
Party, perhaps?
I have no idea. Shoutouts to Caracos in the Skype call, or mumble call here for finding
Oh,
this.
propulsion fleet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell people how you found this strat.
I guess I was working on Elise Portal's, run with Jonesy, who's streaming Symphony in the chat, AJ Spartan, Nexus, and a couple other people, and, I was working on propulsion flings just to get the least portal route, which is normally, yeah, you just get up on the pipe, and, you just kind of walk off of it, or you can jump off of it, but you just have to get this, like, really dumb fling, and I realized that if you set that up, it's actually a really fast strat.
Yeah, and it's a lot more consistent than the other one we used to use.
So yeah, setups, do not take them for granted.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people for staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing. You've made some
And also
real
to any
contributions
runners,
to
portal
society
funneling off for that.
Humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers.
Nice, first try stairs jump.
Welcome
That
to the
skips
Elite
quite a bit
System.
for this map.
Oh yeah.
Since making test participation
Just getting the
mandatory
gels,
for all
so like you
employees,
just
the quality of
have white gel for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, you
in the
skip
next
a
part.
pump station. Normally you have to like, pull levers and make the gel appear, but you can just skip it.
human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though.
And then, if you've played this game before, you probably remember the next room. It's the white gel everywhere room, but I'm hopefully going to solve it in, what is it, 4 portals? And not very many gel spreading points at all.
So now, we're gonna see if
Yeah,
jumping
yeah.
in and out of these new portals can somehow
Wow,
reach the
okay, well I totally jinxed myself on that one because I missed it.
Uh,
It's alright, we do have a backup strat here.
Let's all stay positive.
Alright, first try backup strat. Still a cool strat. Not the fastest, but it's okay.
When life gives you lemons,
Didn't you come up with that backup?
I did.
make life
I actually
That's
used
right.
it as a primary strat for a while because I was not very good at reportaling.
Oh yeah.
But now
I think
just
this
use it
one's
as a
definitely.
backup if I miss the reportal.
I don't know why, but I feel like this one is very nicely easy reportal. If you have the right gel and everything.
Yeah, I just missed the initial jump in for some reason. So
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go for the reportal, unfortunately.
Oh, you got the double doorway jump through that.
Oh yeah,
That's just swag.
that's harder than it looks, I guess. Or unless it looks hard. You just have to space
there's,
the
like-
jumps very well.
There's literally like no setup to it. Well, I mean, I guess you can get a feel for it, see what your speed is, and
Yeah, you just have to get a feel for like how far your jumps are gonna go, basically. It's another big
Oh, well.
skip. Hello.
I would like to say that we also have SRC t-shirts, hoodies, and more provided by Nosfee's Design. They're available in a variety of colors and products, which you can check out in the link I just posted in chat.
Cool. I'm gonna go for the. Oh no, I shouldn't do that.
Oh, what, the early one?
Anyway. Nice.
early 2 bounce. Or...
No, the fast jump to the paradox room.
Oh, like the double portal stick.
Yeah, the double portal stand. I did it really slowly though. That didn't even save time. But that's like the challenge mode strats is like double portal stand jump immediately there.
Oh, it's so good.
So yeah, there is some gel puzzles there that we skipped by doing this cool strafing fling around one of the levels, like one of the floors. And this is a pretty interesting trick. This tube
Oh yeah.
is bouncy, supposedly because it carries the bouncy gel inside of it. However, it's quite amusing that they actually bothered to program the outside of it to be bouncy. I don't really know why they did that, because you don't need it to be bouncy for anything. Maybe it was just meant to be an Easter egg, but we can actually use it to skip a slow elevator ride up.
Yeah, luckily when you bounce off of blue gel on a wall, it also brings you, it gives you upwards momentum along with pushing you away, bouncing you away. Just works so nicely there. Like, it's just so convenient, isn't it? For something that's not intended.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose.
Getting into the Wheatley laboratories now. Starting to get near the end of the game. We have 2 chapters left, but they're
Keep their hype.
both very exciting chapters.
Very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the button. Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been at this for 12 hours and you haven't solved
Kind of a
it.
hard trick here, so I guess serious time.
Say something real quick.
Solve it.
Can we wait like 5 seconds? No, dude, I missed it. Oh well, I guess
Sorry.
you can say what you needed to.
I turned my.
Nah, it was my bad.
I turned my volume down. And I couldn't hear anything. Our next run coming up is Pipe Pusher with Pikmin, and we have a donation incentive for him running challenge mode in the bonus stream, which is $50. We have, I believe, 5 out of the $50, and we would like to get some donations for that.
There, fixed. Hey, it is great seeing you guys again. Seriously, it turns out I'm a little bit short on test subjects right now, so this works out perfect. And off we
Well,
go.
at least you got to see why that skip exists. Why we'd want to skip that
No idea
part.
what it's like
Yeah.
in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this.
It does
this
suck though that
itch.
you got like
You know, it
stuck
must be
on the
hardwired into
panel
Yeah, that's like the worst thing that can happen, pretty much.
New test.
without the cube there. Yeah.
Nothing feels better. It's just.
Just Franken turrets are a really evil entity in Portal 2 as a whole.
Yeah, they have really stupid physics sometimes.
Oh yeah, levitation and just
Yeah, there's some like weird physics bugs with the Franken turrets. And they're pretty
They make
difficult
at least
to throw
portals
as
on
well.
polarity possible, but that's about it, I think.
Just keep solving this test. And I can
I guess that was a kind of cool route, though.
Yeah, but and nothing. Alright, can't blame me for trying. Okay, new test.
Chad is asking for a roll call.
Tests. Gotta be some
Sure.
tests around here somewhere.
I am Znernicus, running the game.
Me llamo Paraculos. Well,
And I am your host for these next few games, Wonder J13.
did you get the dialogue skip?
Yeah. There's a
Swag.
little dialogue skip at the end.
Oh, that one will be hyping laser catapult.
I just invented some more tests.
Saves like 5 seconds, I think. But it's still pretty good.
There on the wall. That's brand new.
Did I? What? What? I am very confused.
Well done.
Well, that was weird. I thought that the
Why don't you
cube...
go on ahead, yeah? I'll catch up.
I don't even know what to do now. So, I was supposed to skip Wheatley's dialogue there too by being up against the door when it opened, but I thought that the cube had missed possibly, because usually it hits a lot sooner than that. I'm not really sure what happened there. It must have like fell out of the funnel and back in somehow. That's weird.
Yeah, I have a weird demo with that too. It's just because I remember, like, I saw it on the button, like not on the button, but like maybe going to the button. But I went to the door and it just like nothing, and then just all of a sudden, oh, it's there.
Okay, this is taking too long.
Oh no, what am I doing? Dude, I'm doing something wrong. I did. So, let's not do that, because that's not how this chamber works.
Oh, were you doing the portal dip thing with
There we go. Well, at least I got it second time to show it off.
Oh no! Oh, you missed the reportal.
Yeah, I missed the things. I didn't get the funnel fly or anything. That's kind of a weird trick. You can crouch in the funnels to give yourself a zero gravity effect. We call it crouch flying. And then you can re-portal on your way up to gain extra speed. It's not a very big time saver, so it's kind of like bad that I go for it and then die. But whatever, it's a cool round.
It saves a little bit of time, but I think that just depends on like. I would say it doesn't depend much on like your ability to reportal, but just setting up the reportal. Because compared to the other strat, obviously, if you don't get the reportal, but you still get the crouch while you're going up at the same speed.
Yeah. 666 viewers, apparently.
Now it's 696. That's more.
Oh. Even better.
There we go.
69696.
Alright, let's hope I don't miss any more crouch flying things in the run. There are quite a few and they're very interesting. So, you might be noticing right now that I am hovering above the ground. Sort of explained that in the last chamber, but in case you didn't get it, you crouch in a funnel, the game bugs out, you start flying. And you can use this to skip a lot of things.
Yeah, like all of Chapter 9.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's amazing, like the entire thing was routed. Well, I guess Finale 4, no, but everything, like the Finale 1 through 3 is just like...
The entire chase section of the parts where he kills you or whatever, I guess. Yeah, that entire thing, we're flying through it. It's pretty amazing. And I remember when I started running this game that those strategies didn't exist. They were sort of like pieced together one by one, like where you could use flying, and they've developed over like a period of months, I guess, of like improving the strategies.
Yesterday I saw like apparently like a former world record from Blumenrocker where it was like 116 and he didn't do any Chapter 9 crouch fly stuff. I mean he did, but it was like not one of them continuous throughout the entire thing, just amazing routed things. He just basically did like individual level strat. But yeah, it definitely just like, and there's still new strats being found out about it. Like just recently, SI found a new like boost down thing, which was pretty hype. Oh, the cube. Well, Franken turret, but
Yeah, I was messing up that chamber a little bit. I didn't die though, which is good.
yeah, like
That chamber is kind of a tricky one, to be honest. You gotta manage a lot of things in a tight time sort of span, because you gotta account for exactly how long the cube is gonna take to get over to you, and then...
And if you die in it and you record demos afterwards, your game crashes.
Yeah, it's a really bad one to fail.
There's a couple like that. There's Polarity, Finale 3, and others. It's just a lot in Chapter 8, and a couple hiccups with Chapter 9.
You may have noticed I grabbed the cube in midair on that one. That's not intended.
Oh yeah.
That's like one of the smaller skips in the run, but that's sort of something I like about the Portal 2 speedrun routes, is that even if you're not skipping a chamber like completely, there's almost always at least some sort of shortcut that's not intended, and that's a cool route. Although in this case we are skipping a chamber completely.
I think the one, like, something really good about running this game is that no matter, well, as far as like disregarding save loading stuff, it seems like when you break the game, it still feels really, like, still doesn't, like, lose any, like, value as a game. Like, I don't think that's how I meant to say it, but, like, it still feels a little bit intended, kind of. Did you get the dialogue skip?
I did get the dialogue skip, actually.
Oh, nice. That is hype.
Now hopefully I can get the portal stand and reportal on this chamber.
Someone in chat mentioned about what Doctors Without Borders is. May I explain it?
Ignore what he's saying, though. Just keep on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's many, like, new tricks in this. Yeah. That'll be.
Oh my god. Give me a second while I record the right demo name. Okay.
May I?
Go ahead.
Alright. Doctors Without Borders is a non-profit organization dedicated to providing medical care to third world countries that cannot adequately afford the care they need to live sustainable lives. Doctors Without Borders serves over 60 countries across the world already, namely in Latin America, Africa, and Asia. You may continue.
For propulsion catch, which is the chamber after he, like, almost kills you with a funnel and a big thing hurtling towards you. There's a thing where you can get to the, you can basically just break the entire thing with crouch fly, like Znern's been doing with Chapter 8. But there's a little thing where there's a trigger where you go into a funnel and it starts his speech, and that saves a little bit of time. But it's like a really weird window because you can't get over there too early, because then Peabody, which is the one robot that's
the door won't open if you go too early. I'm actually going to show it off.
Oh, okay.
Disappearing Peabody. I had to wait before going over there though, or else the Peabody would basically just be stuck there and the exit door would be closed.
Oh no, you did. Well, actually,
this is actually about tied with the other route.
You just had a really good propulsion catch. That was very nice.
It's probably about tied with the wait for the funnel and trigger the dialogue route.
Yeah. Still, like, challenge mode, that would be nice.
Alright, this is the last time we're going to use crouch flying off this funnel here, but we're actually going to hold on to it for a really long time. And by the way, yeah, that's skipping a pretty long chamber in itself, just using the flying for that room already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that puzzle takes a lot of people like a long time, especially on the first playthrough. It's got a lot of steps
I can't even
to it.
remember what he says. Like, when you hit that trigger when you do the fling, I can't remember what he says like to when you get to the exit.
I think he's like, "Oh, you solved it. Good." He's like unimpressed though.
Yeah.
Alright, so we still have crouch fly active, and that's gonna make this part very interesting. What? I didn't hit the door? Okay. Backup strats, I guess. I was trying to bounce myself sort of off the door frame to get some height, but it's okay, we can use the side of the wall if we need to. So, yeah, this is the part where he kills you, except not really. It's the part where we fly past everything.
Chapter 9, the part where he kills you?
Yep. The title doesn't even show up. We skipped the title from ever showing up, so technically this run is only 8 chapters now.
Dang.
Although you could put the cube on the fling and it would just like trigger everything because it's all like one big dialogue thing. But
Yeah,
that's just waste frames.
I've decided I'm not going to kill you, okay, if you come back.
It's really cool that these stairways are like tilted downward slightly on the ends. It's so convenient. Like, it just happens to be shaped that way, but we actually use that to adjust our height accordingly, like I did there, and I'm going to use it again in the next chamber. In case you couldn't tell, when you're using this glitch, you can't dynamically control your height. You have to bump off of like other physics objects, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Also,
I can only control my horizontal directions. What were you gonna say, Farrell?
it was just something kind of. Well, you kind of like when you go into that exit little room spot for the end of Finale 1, beginning of Finale 2.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of launch in there, and I realized that there's like a thing where if you just stand on the. Well, I mean, actually, like there's a slow fly thing where it can lose like 5 seconds if you get it going through the next part of the chamber in Finale 2.
Yeah,
but,
I know. I've had it happen.
if you stand on that railing through the load, like you won't have to worry about any height things just completely wrecking you, and it's nice.
That's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like rambling.
Oh, so I used a little thing with the turrets there. I guess that's sort of a cool trick. The turrets have a sleep mode. A few seconds after they lose sight of you, they go into sleep mode, and then they can't shoot again for another like 4 or 5 seconds maybe. Not exactly sure how long it is. Maybe it's only 3 seconds. I haven't really timed it, but it's enough time to get past them, which is very important for that chamber.
That was pretty cool that you skipped that in one of your PBs.
Yeah, I actually had a run that was I think 1 second ahead, and in order to like ensure that I would get a PB, I went for an individual level strat at the very end, and I went without triggering the turrets early. So basically they were like shooting at me as I was flying across, and I just had to pray that they didn't kill me in time, or that I was able to cross the gap before they could finish killing me.
Yeah, that's a really hard trick. There's just
And I actually got it and saved 7 seconds, and I got a PB because of it.
You just gotta kind of pray.
That's not my current PB though. I beat that one since. Speaking of like times, it looks like I'm gonna probably get a 111 on this run, which is
still sub 120 RTA, I think.
I don't know. My loads are pretty bad.
Right now
my
I
loads
see,
often take more than 10 minutes.
Right now it's 1:15:41.
Yeah,
Really?
you just plugged in. You plugged
no
in.
way.
You plugged in potatoes at 1:15:30 something, or
That's okay.
I think.
I guess my loads are shorter then.
Low Wheatley now.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would not have thought that my loads were that short.
Lol, Nosri. Hi, Znernicus.
Hi. Alright, so this is the final boss, and there's a really cool way to speed up the fight. He throws a few bombs at you each time he shoots you, but you only need to hit him with one of them to advance to the next phase. So I'm going to set up something pretty cool here. First cycle of bombs, they're just going to hit the tube, but you can't really do anything about that. But the next set of bombs that he shoots at me, we're gonna do something interesting. So check it out.
Because you just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap. Just said, I wanted you. Ah!
So we call this bomb juggling.
Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
Okay, sure, Wheatley. Okay, I actually got screwed over because they were at a really bad cycle, so I didn't even get to save time with it. Which is a good thing that I noticed it, because if you don't, it's possible to get something called bad ending. And what that means is that Wheatley glitches out because you hit him at a time the game doesn't expect you to be able to, and then he never stops firing bombs and you die. So it's really bad. So I avoided that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to use the juggling bombs to hit him early. Trust me, I know that if I had actually let the bomb hit him, it would have set him into the glitch state. But you can save about 5 seconds with that if the timing lines up right. And here's just sort of a fling that you can use to grab the last core early.
Should I get ready with time?
It's about 30 seconds to a minute, I think.
Okay. Just tell me.
Okay.
Stop. I have a donation to read once.
Alright,
we
you can
stop
probably
time.
get that in.
Are you ready to start? What do you think? Interpreting vague answer as
Oh
yes.
wait, all time stops.
Stalemate detected. Detected in the stalemate resolution annex.
You gotta be the stalemate resolution associate again.
Bit of broken floor here.
Stalemate resolution
Portal surface is gone, but my portal survives.
resolution button.
Are you still alive? You are joking. You have got to be kidding me. Look, I'm still in control.
Alright, get ready on time.
Ready.
Time.
Alright, final time 1:19:05.
Wow, I am shocked that it was that low real time.
I'm sorry,
Very nice.
1:19:08.
So I had
One
about
update.
7.5 minutes of loads in that case. Or maybe a little longer, because when we paused the timer in the middle, I don't know if it like got inaccurate there, so whatever, that's a
Well, let's
decent
just
time
say
I guess.
let's just say.
Alright.
$1 donation from Chucky Fly saying, "Hello from Chucky, your favorite stream buddy. Good luck on runs. I hope you have a great time on Marathon. See you on DK's stream later this week."
Oh, cool. Thanks, Chucky.
Thanks, Chucky. Alright, and singing hype.
Oh yeah.
Sing hype.
Singing hype.
Real quick, I'm just gonna stop my demo recording so we can look at the game time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's 1:11:20.
Huh, that's not too bad.
It's pretty much 5 minutes off my best time. And we lost connection in the middle of the run. I had to like redo a chamber from that. I missed cube throw. There were a lot of bad things in this run, so I mean, considering all that happened, it was okay time, I think.
Yeah.
Can I show that on stream? Will that work? There we go. Shout
Because he should be streaming to SRC too.
Wait, what? Did I?
Oh,
Wait,
stop that.
Restart the singing.
Oh man.
I'm not.
Thankfully, there's a command to load up the credits
Okay,
music
cool,
right
it's
away.
on now.
That's
Okay,
nice.
it's on.
Cool.
Shout out to Valve.
Shoutouts to Valve for the credit button.
It's pretty funny.
No, you got Carry Me In.
Yep. That wasn't the song I was supposed to sing though.
Oh yeah.
I should probably clear my throat or something. I don't know. Should get it.
Some warm-ups.
Bleh.
Alright, well, it's back and Jealous going outside.
Yeah, credits are about to start.
Alright then.
Pipe, pipe.
Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. She wasn't that like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You've got your short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I to leave you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Your week's a new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Shoutouts to Harmony.
Yeah. I was wondering the entire time if on Mumble there was enough latency to do it too.
Yeah, there probably is a little bit of delay.
Yeah.
I honestly do wish I could take it all back. I'm not just 'cause I'm stranded in space.
Everyone is Craigasming in chat.
Oh nice, they got the stiff Craigasm as well.
Anyway.
Alright, well thanks for having me on the marathon tonight. And I'll be back
Thanks for
on
joining.
Wednesday for some burnout fun.
I'm sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And
You need world record.
genuinely sorry.
Burnout
Aren't
world
you really
record.
close to it? Yeah.
I have the best recorded run.
Oh yeah, that one guy has. I need to look at the leaderboards again. I think it's been a while.
I don't even think he has his better time up on the leaderboards. Alright, thanks for watching everybody, and
Yeah,
don't
thank
forget
you
to
for being
donate
here.
to the cause. So So
Yep, we're raising money for Doctors Without Borders. Also, don't forget to follow Znernicus. His link will be in the chat, so be on the lookout for that.
thanks, Wonder
Oh
Dude.
yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I'll cut my stream, I guess.
And it was fun commentating.